Banned anime. That's what we're going to talk about today. And so I got two of my friends to make predictions of which anime they think are banned, and then we're actually going to see which anime are actually banned. Also, side note, the audio quality is kind of okay-ish only in this one because I lost the good quality audio of this mic, so I had to use the camera audio. Hope it doesn't bother you too much. Okay, so let's get going. The first pick, okay, honestly, okay, that was a pretty obvious one.
Redo of a healer.
Okay, what is it? The Arctics? Come on, it's the Arctics, right?
I haven't seen it, but
Okay.
yeah, rape. The word that rhymes with grape. I think we put it pretty high. I don't think you can get much worse than that.
I'm just an impartial party, so you have to decide. Tell me a letter from from A to F.
A.
Okay,
100%. What I
one
wanted
can
to
argue.
add with this, so this is a very good argument. I thought about this very hard and very deeply. So obviously, like redo of a healer, the grape problem is there, but there's another very obvious issue, including with redo of a healer. I would like to propose to ban every single.
Honestly, that is the main problem. So the next one, let's go one from Stevie. We got JoJo's Part 2. Okay, wait, before the haters. We collected anime that you could argue a state would actually ban, and not because we hate this anime.
I can see JoJo's Part 2 being banned because of simply Stroheim, the character. So he's a German officer.
Bug? Oh, not Bug, sorry. I didn't mean Bug. Shit.
They're not like travel companions, but they still encounter each other quite often. And Stroheim is with the good guys.
Yeah, I think it's weird. Like, he was set up to maybe become the bad guy at the end, but then he just doesn't become the bad guy. He's always the quote-unquote good guy. There are no good Nazis, but he's framed to be a good Nazi.
To be fair, I think there's a lot of more pro-Nazi anime than JoJo. Like, before they would ban JoJo, there's a lot of other shit look you can ban. I'd say like a D or an E.
Honestly, I can see JoJo being banned just because of the copyright infringement, so okay. Okay, so we got Akame ga Kill. Ben is love, hate, child?
No, it's not a love child. It's just a hate child.
Okay. Tell me about your hate child.
Akame ga Kill is by far one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
That you could argue a state would actually ban, and not because we hate this anime.
It's so fucking shit. The romances in it are super fucking strange, and there's so much gore. Like, so much gore.
So where do we put Akame ga Kill?
I'd say like B or C.
Let's go with C.
Yeah, C sounds good to me.
Steve is next pick. Loki.
Well, I don't know how much I have to explain, but the two main characters are siblings. One of them is a child. What, 11, 12 years old?
I think she's 14, 15.
Doesn't make it any better.
Okay, I'm just stating facts.
Don't dig the hole any
You're not
deeper.
gonna frame me like that. Okay.
They undergo sexual intercourse.
Wait, they do? They do?
Yes.
It's implied that they do.
What?
Yes.
That's insane. They're not siblings by blood. I'm just stating a fact. I'm not defending the show. I'm just saying. So where would you rank it?
A.
Penny?
I would also say so.
So this is Penny's. It's the little witch.
It's like basically military propaganda. Technically they aren't Nazis because it's like First World War, but it doesn't make it much better, honestly. It portrays the German war effort in a way too positive light for my personal taste. I think it's worse than the Nazi in JoJo, for sure. Because
So it's
basically
higher.
all of them are.
Yeah.
It's for sure higher.
I think, yeah, B is good. I agree.
I think B is good.
So we're going with the last anime right here that you picked, and then we're going to take a look at some actual bad anime. Bad anime.
Many may compare it to a Akame ga Kill for Benji's reasoning. However, I instead question the portrayal of child soldiers. You specifically breed children for your mechs and use them as weapons, and it doesn't really come into question a lot. They're just, they literally call them children.
That's hella cap though. I have to intervene. I know I wanted to play impartial, but it's framed as a really bad thing. They go against the government in the end because they want to live a happy life and not be controlled by the government and become child soldiers.
Oh well, I guess. And the ending's pretty bad. It's like
okay, yeah, that's an actual crime. 8 tier for the bad end. I think you guys just love JoJo too much. JoJo Part 2 would 100% be more banned than Darling in the Franxx.
This is not about whether it gets banned more. I think the question is whether we want to ban it more.
That you could argue a state would actually ban, and not because we hate this anime. Okay. So now that we ranked every single anime that you guys would make an argument to ban, do you think that one or maybe two of them were actually banned?
I haven't looked into any of mine, but I looked into generally like banned anime. From what I've read, hentai is literally banned in Russia. Redo of a Healer might be as well.
I didn't find any list that specifically listed one of those anime. But yeah, let's get into the banned anime. First off, we got Legends of Ragnarok, or Records of Ragnarok, I'm sorry. Now, why do you guys think it's banned?
I actually know this, so I cannot answer.
I don't know. Greece, because they portray God and they're Greek gods.
Honestly, you're not far from it. It's because it portrays Indian gods in a very, I would say, non-religious light. Indian gods are very unserious.
It's specifically Shiva from what I've heard. Because they depict him as a like slovenly and kind of disgusting character in a way.
To be fair to Records of Ragnarok, it does kind of make fun of all the gods. But tell me, where would you put it on the list?
E.
Like a D.
I can see D. So Italia.
I think I've literally read the same list you're reading from right now.
Why did you read lists? Before you take a guess, Stevie, because Benny cheated.
Tell me something about it.
Italia is set post World War II, and every single character is basically a country. And you can see how that could be maybe a bit controversial in some aspect. It's banned in South Korea because Korea. Yeah, because it depicts the Japanese and the Korean relationship pretty weirdly, because there were some tensions, and in the anime they're just friends, and that's kind of seen as very disrespectful from Korea.
I'd say D again.
D,
or maybe E even. Because like that's a very specific thing of why like it makes sense that they would ban it there.
Yeah, honestly, I would just ban it. It's a trash show, and I don't know, something about the premise already sounds pretty sus to me, honestly.
I'd have given it a solid B myself.
Okay, let's meet in the middle and give it C. Pokemon was banned in Saudi Arabia.
Stevie,
it was banned in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's banned in Saudi.
I know the answer. It's because of Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is fucking Ash's mom, and they could not tolerate that.
No, that's not actually the reason. So the real reason is they don't really state which part of Pokemon, but it promotes Christianity and Zionism. I don't know where they got that from. But another reason why it got banned is because of the Pokemon card game, and because it indirectly promotes gambling, which honestly, I can see that.
Do you think it's maybe what was Arceus, the Jesus Pokemon?
Yeah, it seems a bit of a far reach, not gonna lie. But I'm not well versed in this topic, so where would you put it?
I don't know. That's a really far stretch. I'd put that in F tier.
I can understand the gambling for the
card.
card.
That's just the card game. That's not the anime.
Yeah.
So next we got this fellow gentleman. This is Kinkuman. I know he got not banned because he looks like a dick.
He looks like he would be the lowest ranked superhero in the One Punch Man hero agency.
What? He looks like he would be the the lowest ranked, but in reality the strongest. Because, I mean, he's bald. This anime got banned because they had straight up Nazis with a sympathetic portrayal in it. And that was deemed very inappropriate and offensive. It was in France. In Japan, the education is a bit different, and many people don't even know about horrendous things that Nazis have done. Just like we don't know everything about, for example, like I stated before, the relationships between Korea and Japan, because there are some pretty horrendous stuff that went on there. But yeah, that's why some of those you could call them, I don't want to call them flukes, but they are kind of flukes, got out of there because I've read about this topic a bit.
I think that's like, I think it's pretty good where it is, honestly.
Yeah. C tier seems fine. It's not too offensive, honestly. Honestly, the next one is pretty obvious. I don't think I need to state why it's bad.
Oh yeah.
So,
is it banned in Russia?
I was thinking about taking it, but then I was like, no.
Yeah, I was
that would
pretty
be too
close to
boring.
it as well.
where is High School DxD banned?
It has to be Russia, right?
I think
Because
Russia
what
as
you're
well, yeah.
It's banned in New Zealand. It was banned in 2013 because it was too hype for it was in the hype, and probably a lot of teens got into the nakedness of Rias Grammary. I presume that it's not the only anime then that is banned.
Banned because of nudity.
Yeah,
in
I
New
mean,
Zealand.
High School DxD does have a lot more nudity than most ecchi anime, to be fair.
Does it though? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's relatively tame even compared
No,
to a
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
other
no,
stuff.
no.
Not that I've seen a lot
No,
of
no,
other
no,
stuff.
no, 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 no. Like, there nowadays ecchi anime don't show the nips, but High School DxD does. Maybe they just set it as the standard because it was hot shit back then.
I think,
D tier.
yeah, D or even, I'd say maybe even E tier, because
It's
honestly,
looking
like,
a bit empty.
it's like, yeah, we need to fill some spots
Yeah,
in there, and
I-
also like, I think there's so many other things that would
Yeah.
deserve it more.
At
to
least
get
they
banned.
didn't have they only had tits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Death Note. Okay.
You had
That-
to get this screenshot.
Okay, Death Note, I put it in because the reason seemed funny, okay? So where do you
Okay,
think
okay.
Death Note is banned? It's where a lot of stuff is banned. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
The reasoning of China was because it was a bad influence on children.
Well, true.
Yes.
Because age ratings have stopped so many children from consuming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
media.
I mean, then you can just make an argument for everything, like ban GTA, ban every single
I'm
violent
just
video
saying.
game. You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying.
For example, Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan were also banned, and Attack on Titan was banned for cannibalism, which is much more understandable. But for Death Note, they just stated that it was bad influence for children.
But even with like Attack on Titan, with all of these, if they hadn't been as popular, China would not have bothered. This is just especially stupid.
Yeah, this was just
Yeah.
especially stupid.
I think F as well. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's just dumb. So yeah, this was the list. I hope you all had some fun. I think this was a very interesting topic because there are some very okay reasons to ban anime, in my opinion, in here, but then there are very dumb reasons, like you see in the F tier. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!